Hi, everybody. This is Crypto Rich, working with you to get rich with crypto, filling our pockets with crypto profits. I have with me two people. Yes, that's right. Two people from one project. We're going to find out all about this project. It has some very exciting innovations in the cryptocurrency space. Now, before I introduce them, I want to let you know this is not investment advice. And also, please subscribe. Subscribe, comment, like, upvote. It really, really makes a difference to me, especially since the YouTube purge of December 2019. Please follow me on Twitter, CryptoRichYT. That's my Twitter handle. Please do follow me, and I will see you in a moment.
Tired of just playing for fun? Make a living just by playing your favorite games. You can make anywhere from 1% to 1,000% return depending on the difficulty of the game. Play, win, earn. Betverse.
All right, good afternoon or good morning, wherever you guys are in the world. I think various.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. Hi, Rene. Hi, Stan. And just to let everybody know, I'm just going to share the screen. You guys are in the leadership team for the Global Crypto Alliance, GCA, GCalliance.io. I'm going to have a link, all the relevant links in the description below. Do you just want to say a little bit about, each of you just say a little bit about what you do? And also, because there's two of you, there is a risk that this may go on too long. And I don't want it to go on too long. So one of the things that I am going to do, and I'm also letting the viewers know, is I am going to interrupt them if need be. And we did create this beforehand, so please don't think I'm very rude because I'm unfailingly polite, thanks to my mum. All right.
I can vouch for that too.
Stan can vouch for my unfailing politeness. All right, here we go. So who'd like to start? Rene, do you want to say a little bit about yourself and what you do at GC Alliance?
Yeah, I'm 46. I'm a business developer for many years, and I lead or do all the business development together with Stan in the GC Alliance. Yeah, like all the business networking and the logic behind the business and all what is necessary.
Okay, and you're one of the co-founders, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. And then Stan?
Yes, I'm also co-founder and the CCO, the Chief Communications Officer. Basically, facilitate as much discussion and conversation between the team members as best I can, because we are such a global team. And yeah, I've got a background in hardware engineering, and so I've been in crypto since end of 2016 and love it.
Very good, very good. Okay, you say you facilitate communication with all the team. How many people in the team with GC Alliance?
We have about 15 total team members, core members, and from I think they see here spread around over 10 countries, I believe, 3 continents.
Right. Okay. All right. Now you have a token with your project. We're going to go into what the project is and everything. If I remember correctly, the token is CALL, call token, ERC 777, and we're going to go into a bit of that. I think it got listed in December, is that right, on CoinMarketCap? Roughly about then?
Roughly, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So this is a project that's already released its token that's out there. But what does your project do?
Well, actually, we have Global Crypto Alliance, what is the head of everything. Like either you can call it the base or the roof, yeah.
Yeah.
And below the Crypto Alliance, Global Crypto Alliance, we built several projects or products, yeah. And everywhere in that ecosystem, call is the fuel.
Right. Okay. All right. And then what projects do you already have that are people can learn about or see or try out?
Our first project is it's out there already, is a news platform, gcnews.io, where we actually reward people for reading. With this, we make sure, I mean, it's kind of crazy to reward people for reading, I know, but with this, we make sure that for publishers and advertisers, their content is really read. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So I understand it a little bit like how Steemit is, or BitTube, or BitChute for videos. So okay. So would this be correct? So there's an article So a writer puts an article on GC News. They get paid in call tokens for that article. Is that right?
If an author puts in an article, yes, they get call tokens. They get rewarded as well. Yeah. So that's how we generate content
Okay.
to get attraction and to get user.
If I read that article, then I get paid in call tokens.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Okay, but I mean, how do you know that I'm actually reading the article, not just opening up this tab and then closing it, opening up another tab?
That's what everybody's asking, actually.
That's right.
Our developers, they made several. They have put several algorithms behind that. Yeah. To really make that sure. Like, for example, you cannot open it in 2 tabs or else. Of course, there's also, that's what I can tell you. I cannot tell you all of it because it's our black box. Yeah.
Right.
One thing, of course, is the word count. That's the simplest thing. Yeah. The simplest part of that algorithm is the word count, and with that word count, we get an average time you need to read that, and this is part of how a little part of how all is getting tracked. Yeah. So when you have read the whole article in that time, and if you did everything properly and you are not a bot, then a little button shows up where you can claim your reward.
Right. Okay. And then I imagine people need to register and sign in. I mean, some of it, what you do sounds a little bit like BitTube.tv, and most of my material now goes out on BitTube. They use an algorithm to make sure people aren't gaming the system. Because with BitTube, people can just earn money just for browsing on the internet on anything, right?
Okay.
A little bit of tube. So I can understand that. Then the other thing is that, well, as a writer or a reader, why should I care about call tokens? Give me Bitcoin. Send me Bitcoin or Litecoin or gold even, right?
Call is our fuel and it's the intermediate. And of course, later on, you can change it to BTC, Ethereum, or whatever you want to, you know. But call is actually, like I said, the fuel of all our platforms, of all our ecosystem and everything. Yeah. And as a project, for example, as a publisher, you can even pay us for a sponsored article with the discount when you use call. Yeah.
Okay.
We accept, of course, we accept BTC, Ethereum, and else if you want to place a sponsored article or a press release or else. But if you pay us in call, you can get a discount on that. Yeah. And one thing I wanted to add is right now GC News is the MVP 1.0 out there, like the minimum viable product. Yeah. And we're still maturing it. We're still developing it further, and there are much more things to come.
Okay, all right. Then what's going to draw writers and readers to GC News? Given, I mean, if you were offering Bitcoin, then okay, I think you'll get people quicker. But what's going to draw people to, what is an obscure, very low market cap token?
Well, as I said, you can change call into BTC later. Yeah. So, and show me other platforms or news platforms where you get rewarded for reading. That's part of the concept. Yeah.
Right.
And yeah.
Okay.
So yes, right now we have a low market cap. Of course, we know that. But I mean, we are out there for like 2 months, 3 months. Yeah. And we are growing, of course. Yeah.
2 months and you've not gone to the moon yet.
No,
crazy, right?
Oh my God, what are you doing?
This is crypto, right?
That's right. You should have been to the moon and back by now.
At least like 4 times. Or 5.
Yeah,
I got it. You build it. All right.
We're building a serious business there, and
yes. And then so over time, as you get more and more writers and people reading and using the platform, then that will pull in more advertisers.
Correct.
And greater revenue, and there'll be more demand for the call token, which I understand is in fixed supply. Okay, so correct. I can see that over time, right?
Yeah, it's a serious business, and we are growing. It's not slowly, but efficient and stable. Yeah, so it matures, it grows day by day. Yeah,
okay.
But we want to do it, or we want to have it healthy, of course. Yeah.
Sure. And it may, I'm speculating here, it may draw traffic away, writers and readers, from the other websites like CCN and Cointelegraph and CoinDaily, Medium, because people aren't getting paid.
Yeah, that's one thing, but we don't really compete with those. Our content is a bit different. We nearly have daily content, yes, and but it's not really actual content. We more write about crypto in general, about interesting projects and interesting new technology, legislation, and on all that. So our content is a bit different. And yeah, I mean, we are growing, and the whole industry is growing. So there's plenty of room for even more news magazines. Yeah, we even cooperate with some of them. Yeah, and because there's plenty of room, and I think we all in our industry have one mission, like to transport what we are doing and what blockchain is for to the public who does not know about crypto yet.
Sure.
Yeah. So we cooperate with other news platforms even. Yeah. So I don't see big competition. It's the quality of the content actually.
Right. Right. Okay. Okay. And just to be clear, I mean, people might come over anyway. And yes, I agree with you. There's loads of room for growth. We are so early in this game, so early. Okay. Anything else you want to let us know about GC News before we move on?
Right now, actually, I think we have said everything about it. We will, the MVP 2.0, maybe I can tease a little bit. We will open it up. So you will be able to just publish your own content with us not being the middleman anymore. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Okay. And when are you going to launch that?
I do not want to give a date right now. We are still developing. I think my estimation is like in 1 or 2 months. Yeah,
that's what I was going to say. About 2 months.
Yeah, and for people watching, it may get delayed because projects get delayed. That's how it happens. So this is not a definite, no kidding date that you're saying.
We try to be as close to our roadmap, you know, the timelines and everything as possible, but coordinations, all the logistics, stuff can take time. Stuff takes time. So
in regards to competition, I want to pick that up again shortly. And corporations, we just finished an app, BitReader Go 1.0. It's actually a newsreader, so it's a one-stop solution actually, where we even allow competitors to get in there. So people only have one app where they can scroll and read through all other media outlets they would like to have there. So they can add them by themselves, and they can browse there, and they can turn on push notifications if new articles are up there. So we are in the final stage. The app is done. As I said, we're doing some final testing, and I think in the next 2-3 weeks it will be launched. Yeah. So this is how we even actually allow the competition, or even all the bigger ones, to be in one app with us. Yeah.
Very good, very good. Okay, thank you so much for that. And then let me see. So that's one project you've got under the GC Alliance. What else have you got? What other projects do you have under the GC Alliance?
Shortly, we are building GC Academy right now, where you can learn as well. But that's not that far that I can really talk about it yet. Yeah, I think the hottest thing right now, or the hottest development, we stepped into IoT hardware, like Internet of Things, and enabled a Davis with a blockchain. So you can control it by the blockchain, and we have a business use case behind that. We have the latest article on or one before on GC News. That's how we combine all the business. Yeah, then we have a press release about it. I'm sorry, and so we want to focus on the hotel and rental business. Yeah, and there we build a prototype. What is working? Where you can control a lock with our token. Yeah, and there's a speciality. Due to the ERC 777, what you said in the very beginning, there are several functions, like the callback function, for example. Like with this, we can not only send tokens and control the lock, we also can get information back there and store that information in, for example, in an app we want to build now. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Okay. So there's a two-way information exchange with the ERC 777.
If I may, with 777. You can actually send more data in the transactions, similar to how Ether is.
Right, right. So, and the data is, I take it, is encrypted and hashed, so it's impenetrable for outside forces, for other parties to see.
That's how you set it up. You can set it up in different ways. Yeah.
Okay.
But
All right.
it's definitely it's all on the blockchain, so it's all out there.
Okay. So this is a hardware device, and you're targeting the hotel sector, right?
That's only one industry, yeah. But we thought that's the biggest industry right now. There are 3 million plus hotels out there. So if we only reach out to a little piece of them, we are already doing pretty good. And for the beginning, we did some calculations, and like if we get 30 hotels, that would be already awesome. Yeah? And because call is the fuel, it's like the intermediate. Yeah. The idea there is that you can pay in of course in the big ones, in BTC, Ethereum, LTC, and all that, but that will be transferred into call to use and all the functions. Yeah, as an intermediate. It's like the fuel, like I said before. Yeah.
Sure.
So call will then enable and unlock and store everything in the lock on the blockchain and sends you information back into the app with what you control that. And the idea is later when you go into your hotel, you, for example, like in the last months, we traveled to New York City, Stan and me, and I mostly was up like 20 hours, 24 hours, something. And then I had to get in line on the hotel to do the check-in, give them my passport and everything. I don't say it was annoying, but I would have appreciated to have gone directly into my room. Yeah. What we try to make possible. And we have, as I said, we built the prototype. And so that's what we're focusing right now as a real product and also as blockchain to touch for the people.
Okay. All right. Well, let's have a look because I know Rene has got the real product. No,
Stan
has got the real product. Sorry. So let's have a look. Let me just change the settings here. So Rene, do you want to show us?
You can control it if you want to. You want to try it?
Well, first let's have a look at it. If you take your phone over to it, please, Stan.
Yep, I got it. Here we go. And here it is.
Okay, there it is. This is the hardware device, and it's got a
little
Was that a flag?
Yeah, we had some live streams, and to that people see it better moving, we put the call flag there. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Now
it's for demonstration. It's our prototype, as you can see. All the wiring is still out there, and that's actually how we put some chips and stuff there, and our developers programmed it, and yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I apologize for the guts here, but I have a hardware background, so it's fun for me to have it out there.
Right? To see how it works. Okay. Now my understanding, and we'll test it in a moment, right? And this is how I understand it works. And also that you're going to, in the conversation we've had prior to this, you're going to try this out as a small pilot. So I download the app onto my phone, and then I use the app to book to stay in a particular hotel. And is that right?
Actually, we don't want to go that far that you also have a booking engine within the app. So we are looking for cooperations with big booking platforms like booking.com and others. Yeah. So okay. It's like today you go there, you use your credit card. Yeah. When you pay something. And so we just replace that part. And instead of your credit card, for example, you just use our app on the other hand, and you make the payment through the app. The idea is like when you check out, you get a QR code or something, what you can easily scan with your smartphone, and then you make the payment through our app, like you would use a credit card. Yeah. And in the app, of course, one time before you need to be KYC. So also, you know that when you go to the hotel, you always have to show your passport. You don't want to have to do that anymore because you're KYC'd already within the app.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you pay. Yeah. So
I book it all, make the payment. The KYC is already done. I walk into the hotel, past both of you who are just queuing up for ages and ages because you don't have the app yet, right? I go straight I give my luggage to the porter, tell him my room number because the app has already told me which room I'm going to be in. I go to that room. I flash the QR code or something on the device on the lock. It sends my call tokens, which has information on it, to the lock, and then it opens. And then Is that right?
It was almost right, but the last part, yeah, on the finish line, there's something else. Yeah.
Okay.
You have sent the payment already when you have booked the room.
Right. Of course.
So you don't need to send anything anymore. That means you don't need a Wi-Fi. You don't need nothing. Everything is on your smartphone in our app already. Everything is stored there. So you just walk to your room. And you hold the QR code that belongs to the technique they use there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if you have an NFC enabled phone, you just hold it to the lock and it opens up for the time you have paid for the room. So
right. Okay. Yes.
For the whole period, you don't have to send every time you want it to your room. You don't have to send.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's all right. The magic behind all of this is in that callback function. That is only provided or only implemented properly by the 777 protocol.
Right. Okay. Which is the information exchange in both directions.
Correct.
Right. Now I know we've tested this right beforehand. We're going to do this now because
it's still on.
Is it still locked? You were locked.
The device is still on. Yes.
Okay. Because what you
would you like me to? Okay. Would you like me to put it in front or just display now?
Yeah, we'll do the demo now.
Okay. Here we go.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna hide myself. Right.
All right. Is this a good? That's good, right?
That's good. That's good. That's good. And then I'm going to my Telegram because you sent me, Rene, something very, very naughty. He sent me a private message. But we had arranged this beforehand, okay? We were talking about it, just so you know. But otherwise, be wary of PMs from.
I usually never PM first.
Yeah, that's right. Be wary of PMs from people who stay there from particular projects, right?